If your legs swell up every single evening, and by the time you go to bed, your ankles feel tight, heavy, and uncomfortable, stay right here. Because most people think this is just something that happens with age, something you have to live with. But what's actually happening inside your legs is a pumping problem, and the good news is you can fix it without standing up. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple exercises you can do sitting in a chair, tonight before bed, that activate a hidden pump in your lower legs. This pump is designed to push fluid back up toward your heart, and when it stops working well, that's when the swelling starts. Let's fix that. Here's something most people don't realize. Your heart does an incredible job pumping blood down to your legs, but getting that blood back up, that's a different story. Your heart alone isn't strong enough to push blood all the way back up from your feet. It needs help, and that help comes from the muscles in your calves. Every time your calf muscles contract, when you walk, when you move your feet, they squeeze the veins in your lower legs and push blood upward, back toward your heart. Doctors actually call this your calf muscle pump. Some even call it your second heart. That's how important it is. Now, here's the problem. If you've been sitting most of the day, in a chair, on the couch, in a car, those calf muscles barely contract at all. The pump slows down. And when the pump slows down, fluid starts collecting in your lower legs, your ankles, your feet. By evening, gravity has been pulling fluid downward for hours, and without that pump working, the fluid just stays there. That's the swelling. That's the heaviness. That's the tight shoes and the deep sock marks. And this is why the exercises I'm about to show you work. They turn that pump back on, from a chair. Before we start, one quick note. If your swelling is only on one side, or if it appeared suddenly along with pain, redness, or shortness of breath, please see your doctor first. That can signal something that needs medical attention. But if your legs tend to swell on both sides, especially by the end of the day, and it's been happening for a while, these exercises are a great place to start. Let's go. Exercise number 1. I call this one the unlock, and it's the perfect way to wake up your legs after a long day of sitting. Sit in a sturdy chair. Lift your right foot slightly off the floor, just an inch or two. Now slowly draw a big circle in the air with your toes. Go clockwise, nice and slow. Make the circle as wide as you comfortably can. Feel how your entire lower leg lights up. Your calf, the muscles along your shin, the small muscles around your ankle, they're all working, not just one of them. All of them at once in a rolling wave. Do 10 slow circles clockwise. Then reverse. 10 circles counterclockwise. Now switch to your left foot and do the same thing, 10 circles each direction. Here's why this is such a powerful first exercise. When you make a circle with your foot, your calf muscle doesn't just contract and release like a simple on-off switch. It contracts in a rolling sequence. Different fibers fire at different points in the circle. That rolling action squeezes the veins in your lower leg from multiple angles, almost like wringing out a wet towel. It pushes fluid upward more thoroughly than a simple up and down motion. The key mistake to avoid: don't rush. If you spin your foot quickly, you're using momentum instead of muscle. Slow it down. Feel each part of the circle. That's where the benefit is. Exercise number 2. This one goes deeper, and it targets a muscle most people never think about. Stay seated. Feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. First, press the balls of your feet into the floor and lift your heels as high as you can. Hold for 2 seconds. You'll feel your calves tighten. Now lower your heels and this time lift your toes off the floor, pressing your heels into the ground. Hold for 2 seconds. You'll feel the muscles along the front of your shins engage. Heels up, toes up, heels up, toes up. Now, this exercise looks simple, but something very specific is happening inside your leg that makes it different from the circles you just did. Exercise 1 activated your muscles in a rotating, wave-like pattern. This one works like a piston, straight up, straight down, maximum compression. When you raise your heels, you're squeezing not just the outer calf muscle you can see, you're also engaging a deeper muscle underneath called the soleus. The soleus is actually the more important muscle for pumping blood when you're seated because it's active even during slow, low-range movements. When you raise your heels, you're squeezing both the outer calf and the soleus together, and that deep squeeze is what pushes the most stubborn pooled fluid upward. Do 15 repetitions. slow and controlled. You should feel a gentle burn in your calves by rep 10. That's the deep pump working hard. Exercise number 3. This is the one that ties everything together. I call it the full drain. Stay seated. Sit up tall. Don't slouch back. Keep your feet flat on the floor. Now, lift your right knee up toward your chest. Just a few inches off the chair is fine. Hold it for 1 second, then slowly lower it back down. Now lift your left knee. Hold. Lower. Alternate. Right, left. Right, left. Like you're marching in slow motion while sitting down. Here's why this exercise is so powerful for swelling. When you lift your knee, 3 things happen at once. First, your hip flexors contract, which helps move fluid from your upper thigh toward your abdomen. That's an area where many people hold hidden fluid without realizing it. Second, your thigh muscles engage, which squeezes the veins in your upper leg. And third, and this is the part most people miss, as you lower your foot back to the floor, your calf naturally flexes to control the descent. So you're getting a calf pump even from a marching motion. You're draining fluid from 3 zones: ankle, calf, and thigh. That's why I call it the full drain. Start with 10 marches on each side. If that feels easy, work up to 15. And here's a bonus tip. Squeeze your glutes, your seat muscles, as you march. That adds 1 more pumping station. Your glutes help push fluid from the pelvis back toward the heart. It's the final piece of the chain. Bonus number 1, and this one has to do with what you eat. There's a mineral that plays a quiet but important role in how your body manages fluid, and about half of Americans don't get enough of it. That mineral is magnesium. Magnesium helps regulate your body's fluid balance. When you don't have enough, your body tends to hold on to extra water, especially in your lower legs and ankles. Some research suggests that magnesium deficiency may actually contribute to fluid retention and make swelling worse. Now, I'm not talking about expensive supplements, I'm talking about food, and there are a few simple ones you can add to your evening snack or dinner that are loaded with magnesium. Number 1, a small handful of pumpkin seeds. Just 1 ounce gives you almost 40% of your daily magnesium. You can toss them on a salad, eat them plain, or sprinkle them on yogurt. Number 2, a banana. Easy, cheap, and it also gives you potassium, which works alongside magnesium to help your kidneys flush extra fluid. Number 3, a cup of cooked spinach. This is a powerhouse. Magnesium, potassium, and almost no sodium. It's like a natural anti-swelling meal. Think of it this way. The exercises turn your pump back on. The magnesium helps your body stop holding on to the extra fluid in the first place. They work from 2 different angles. Bonus number 2. This one is about timing, and it's a mistake almost everyone makes with compression socks. You've probably heard that compression socks can help with swollen legs, and they can. They work by gently squeezing your legs, which helps the veins push blood back upward. Think of them as a wearable version of your calf muscle pump. But here's what most people get wrong. They put them on at night, after the swelling has already built up. By that point, you're trying to squeeze fluid out of tissues that are already waterlogged. It's like trying to close an overstuffed suitcase. The trick is to put them on first thing in the morning, before the swelling starts. Your legs are at their smallest after a night of lying flat. The compression socks keep them that way throughout the day. They prevent the fluid from pooling in the first place, rather than trying to push it out after the fact. Morning exercises, evening exercises, and compression socks in between. That's the full system. Now, let's put everything together. Here's your routine. Do this every evening, about 30 minutes before bed, for 7 nights in a row. Step 1. 10 slow ankle circles in each direction on each foot. That's your unlock. Step 2. 15 heel-toe rocks. That's your deep pump. Step 3. 10 seated marches on each leg. That's your full drain. The whole thing takes about 5 to 6 minutes. That's it. And during the day, if you can, wear your compression socks from morning. Add some pumpkin seeds or a banana to your meals. Those are your force multipliers. But here's how you'll know the exercises are working. Before you start tonight, do this simple check. Press your thumb firmly into the skin just above your ankle bone. Hold it for 5 seconds. When you release, look at the spot. If you see a dent, an indentation that stays for a few seconds before the skin bounces back, that's called pitting. It means there's excess fluid in the tissue. That's your starting point. After 7 nights of this routine, do the same test again. Many people notice the dent is shallower or gone. The skin bounces back faster, and more importantly, their legs feel lighter by morning. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Try these 3 exercises tonight. Do the thumb test on your ankle, and come back here in 7 days and tell me what changed. Did the dent get smaller? Did your legs feel lighter in the morning? And did you try the pumpkin seeds? Drop it all in the comments. I read every single one. And if you know someone whose legs swell up every evening, a spouse, a parent, a friend, send them this video. It might be the most helpful 6 minutes of their week. If you're new here, this channel is all about simple, practical ways to feel better and move better after 60. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Take care of those legs tonight. I'll see you in the next video.